the season, Charles, that he continues to put together. That's now 25 rushing touchdowns on the year. That's getting into some very rarefied territory.
Yeah, it made you and I do a little extra homework prior to this one in anticipation, because that one moves him past John Riggins with 24. He draws even with Emmitt Smith, who had 25 in 1995. Next up, Priest Holmes and Sean Alexander with 27. And the guy on top, LT, LaDainian Tomlinson, the Hall of Famer, he had 28 in 2006.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Throwing to start the drive. Ash. That's caught. He finds Danny Gray. Past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
A gamble 11 on the play. And the Rams first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense, rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little.
And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense, because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of...
And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. There he goes, left side. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. It usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Washington now brings this out. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3 because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now, they've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
And he'll be taken down at about the 45. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Second down, another run with Taylor. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. They're going to look to throw. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. With touchdown number 27, that ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Colts go up by 2 touchdowns. Blankenship out for the point after. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. This taken in at the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future as they start to peer toward the offseason. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Rams are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT. Now a play fake here on first down. They'll roll him out. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so, and there's your end result right there.
Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Off play action. Ash getting this into the hands of Turner. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Colts are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 47 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Running straight ahead, Taylor, and they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs, and let's go get the 1st down." They love being physical.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
1st down, Rams.
On 1st and 10, Ash. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
Not enough there for a 1st. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Off the play fake. Ash. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Rams have cut it back within a score. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. Washington now brings this out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, are coming off a costly. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it, and he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. But Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Washington now brings this out. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's second down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Eyes the crossing route, and he finds Pittman. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Over the middle, complete. It's Washington. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They give to Taylor out of the gun. Room here to run. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Colts have taken the lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Running room at the 50. Look out. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
For a quick second there, I thought we were about to have a repeat performance of a kickoff return for a touchdown. This guy's on fire today.
On 1st down, Ash. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A big play there. 47 yards. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. McLaughlin for the extra point. He's got it. This thing's turning a bit wild here. We're tied at 28.
Tied again, 28 all.
So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Washington now brings this out. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And we'll see what they want to do. 45 seconds is all that remains until the break. They'll come out throwing here on first down. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And that'll be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let it just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. Complete to Washington. This is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 42.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll look to throw again. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. Touchdown, Colts! Michael Pittman. 42 yards. And the Colts will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are. This team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big stroke like that, it only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. But that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Off play action. Ash. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Here comes the Rams punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Off the play fake. Ash. Able to find Gray here. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Fernandez. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Up the middle they go. Hess. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Off play action. Ash. This pass into the hands of Turner. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough. Swing the tight end free downfield for the completion.
On 3rd and 2, Ash. And that is incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
On 4th down, Ash. Over the middle, complete. That's Fernandez. And he is going to have the Rams first down as they'll get the conversion on a gain of 14. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And now it's 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Looking to throw. Ash. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he slings one that's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. It's a room to maneuver. 112 yards rushing for him in this one, and he is drawing ever closer to a 2,000-yard season. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. It's caught, Smith. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Rams go nickel here defensively on third. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. He finds his man complete. That's Gilbert. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. 5 yards remain on 2nd down. Now a give to Taylor. And some space here. Touchdown, Indianapolis. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is lets you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you've taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive. And that's
now a hit and a loose football. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. He's at the 40, the 20, and he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Still a ways from the end zone as they come up now on 2nd and goal. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. It's rare that a receiver of his caliber would drop one pass, but that's now 2 times he's had his mitts on one and lost it.
Yeah, I don't think that they're going to lose confidence in him, though, because of the track record. Such a good player, maybe having a bad game, but I think they'll still go to him in a critical spot.
Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved. A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. Off the play fake. Ash. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hess. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. Here comes the Rams punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at about the 28. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their foot.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Rams are going to take over here up near the 40. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Ash. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Marcus Davenport in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Off play action. Ash. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And now here's another interception. And the Colts force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flush to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. Here they come. 2nd and 10 now from the 10. He'll look to throw. The toss here completed to Pittman. He's got room past the 30. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll set up a throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Wagner. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 39-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Wagner. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Back to throw again. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Now Blankenship on for the PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points.
Makes the score Colts 49.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game is played. That's caught at the 25. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Back to throw. Ash. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Ash. And this one too low. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now when they're running...
And my goodness, another interception. And the Colts are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup. I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. Well, that's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands. And as soon as that hand is launched by the quarterback, you throw up the opposite hand and match that hand with the QB, and oftentimes you're able to knock it away, as we just saw there.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He finds his man complete. That's Gilbert. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 34-yard line. A 7-yard pickup.
2nd and 3. He finds his man complete. It's Wagner. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams 19.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got a man, it's Pittman, and he holds it in for the Colts touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a fifth straight victory.
Rams 20.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball. And now here's another interception. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. The CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess? He didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
They go for it on fourth and goal, but that winds up incomplete. The fourth down pass from the 5 falls incomplete, and this Rams defense comes up with a goal line stand. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. He's going to take another shot here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's got Turner. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 27 yards there, a first down.
First down, Rams.
Here we go.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. After the sack, it's second and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Looking to throw. Ash, now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's first and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown, Rams. From 19 yards away. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. That's caught at the 1. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Yeah, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And my goodness, another interception. And the Colts are going to have it here at their own 15. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You called that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Benjamin St. Just.
And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a...
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Oh, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
They go play action here on 1st down. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT.
And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Here we go. Hey, cross field.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And now here's another interception. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the fourth. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
Complete to Taylor on the slant. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
Well, Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as